Watiana, watia futu amede mauno. Watiana, sisa wapane bebwao. Watiana, enya umusa uyonyansafuo. Kwa kutiana ugro na wampa wasam. Odi oye ne juma teke mido. Makasa yue owa swanti mi.
Yamarefo kwa ba biom edi Dwabre mu na sa bra so se ne abedwafo sinkunwa na nkomotwehwe no efrase na empanifo amene wo mu bedi komo no wo makwadare abniye pa ewo emia bia wo mu ye adwuma wo hono bom Yera Julius Jima economics and fiscal policy analyst was a member for the New Patriotic Party Watnase Sanso and a lawyer Emmanuel Kojo Mensah a member edima the National Democratic Congress eje era aye atodazi or citizen na obedwane ye no abeka ye ho citizen atodazi we ni ono so general secretary de GCPP amanyuku no onam kwan so ye oba betena se na ye bedi nkomo anopanya twa oman no kwan ye befa so na TNT ayaka bomu adwene toa no na yetimi akoye abedwafo mo akwaba anopai eba Ctv so
Good morning.
Okay.
Just on Kupa Mount.
Yes, share chepa.
No.
Aye.
At least yet in community better than Yasi.
Okay.
Niaka.
Okay. Julius, share chepa.
I share.
Because me share bium kran where you are boying.
Oh me crash say me be say like David.
Oh yeah, sure.
I will be in me.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh,
because maybe I will be. Yeah, I will be.
As a busa producer. Me kokko bi ehumi
and I said that trademark and I say okay all right
but yet to sell lawyer pepe
lawyer what were you were
because any me PP dey ja dey say make sure say can be
just my fresh influence na hwe minority amomi enya ntie upon press conferences and other comments decisions of take say a Bank of Ghana era Ernest Addison a brebeto just 60 million Ghana cedis bi ayera e wo hono o manti mi anche mu no mu say incompetence on the side of managing Bank of Ghana nti o mo share senkene e brade kompeso mo yo ye kire o mu route no and have a problem between them and the Ghana police. I'm a police for their courts. Court will be ruling September 12. Minority push it to September 12. Friday and the court will be ruling. Who say another avenue to distract the processes because the obvious process has been distracted. And I say a bra and a police for his bit my head.
Yodia, Mamichia, Tiffany Chef, when Aminchia, Wankasa, the Asia Jenny production team. Na Minchia Minpenny for very beautiful morning to His Excellency Nanado and on the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Bamia. In Penny Farm, as you see, Mukra party in the moon, any maybe in Namichia, your communication department in Pennyphone, and all the communicators, social media, scholars, and texters. Yoaja, Mr. Okay, and I'll say 60.8 billion BIRA. Like I say, that's interesting. And yes, you can on say ya can't debate ya lawyer say menena bro so that is the minority or more term and I said their classification about the laws of Bank of Ghana a report say also me discussing one I come as a professional accountant anyway in business there na a base you prepare account or as a one make profit you make a loss na the business is so so it is not only about say or making faswa and say or boka sebe the financial performance and I say the measurement of every organization if you have campo crano yana tembia no even say jumemu penny for workers say obia ejuma to tie the objective, the vision of the company or the organization.
Okay.
It's in fason so na trickle down bebre senior staff edio majuma ankranko ewumu senior nyina you render the services and no and a bet trickle down say ye bebo ka anase ye benya ehon faso you sensitize and say you almost staff phone nyina to customers no bia we are working in line with the strategies of the organization be ye be ni yetimi nya faso in faso nso no afi bia betimi a report say in faso anase obu odwuma no ho nkonta bonse ebia yes become member wechi Bank of Ghana sima buy ya kan Bank of Ghana council de muntreye aba Bank of Ghana governor abeka say the BOG Bank of Ghana ye central bank no enye se sebe sika no omo edi anase oma fesika na anase omo de edi bibi edwuma bia sebe enye budgeted for anase eni akwan mu anase omo de omo pe abo omo sika mu e de aye bibia sebe emra emma ho kwan. That's my problem with the minority, and I know they know better because
minority will say omo for parliamentary approval.
Oh,
which Bank of Ghana non concern him so approval. You know, you expect say Bank of Ghana will come and accept say okay sika iran majiatum mismanagement. But they can't account for.
They have accounted for it. I don't know no, that is accounting.
Okay.
Or financial statements by and a financial statement and yet the Bank of Ghana edin buy na omo ye kamu asemu the external auditor Aqua Bank of Ghana ho Aqua Bank of Ghana mu books mu are making sure say in line with all the international accounting standards or say the buhun kontano Bank of Ghana and assuming this so
and I'm for no who say Bank of Ghana and this one must sika wait to me every more and follow due processes.
I am a
external auditors
yes external auditors no and a report say in business be an acquire me you know.
Profit and loss.
Yes, aside even the profit and loss, we look at your operations. In your mind, a core to your business. That is your operational activity.
Okay.
Then you can look at other activities are unrelated to a core mandate and as a core activity. Okay. So that is the criteria and I said that is where the discussions are.
Okay.
Bank of Ghana core mandate and can say omo sebe say omo in that price stability. Commercial banks are minding number show so now making sure say there is that supervision right don't be streamlining policies in the banking sector. Bank of Ghana jume say omo no. But sebio ankobanisa did ankobanisa say Bank of Ghana I act as loss absorber. Now loss absorber ni yes yekoyechi krana. This domestic exchange are buying new komu so we are going back to where the problem began. Okay. So abine beye say sebe interest payment akujina bidia na abine ntimi entua over the years na nya a little bit of downgrading of economy, increasing budget deficit, debt vulnerabilities. Sa nyoma nyina na ma abine sikasem ekofem. Eventually now buying crown international financial market has been shut down to government into the alternative ways of raising revenue for government ehun beye din kakra. But abino so DDP buy any boy yes various stakeholders and equigusu ekoso send be abino betimi streamline ne expenditure patterns and kwan aban si fa allocate resources no say ga ya can so we say can review the expenditure over the years who follow the discussions and the policy of finance minister the abana. That is what is going on. One of the benefits, and I said the importance of this domestic debt exchange, as well as the external one, is to give us that financial stability, flexibility. Say, which
finance minister said it was successful at phase 2.
Yes. That is the background. Said at the time I call IMF, not your public debt stock. It was even equivalent or even more down to our GDP.
Oh, sure.
It's a public we say. Yeah. It's IMF. There's no way I said your commercial banks for crown. Share car they know it's me making sure say me mouse can you pay back? It's a balance
within a specific period.
Within a specific a balance a binding to me that requirement. Okay. It was Bank of Ghana and a boy etimi ye debt no mo so because Bank of Ghana was a cover the buyer no abani issue COVID-19 bonds in excess of about 10 billion we say Ghana cedis are Bank of Ghana to be so into a marketable instrument and non-marketable. All these things, you know, anytime a bonds and the Bank of Ghana etimi go into echo to be my buy now buy it to me in your sika. Send a ankran cry so cry to me it to be your quarter bonds and a debt exchange. Yeah, Sebe.
Bank of Ghana and individual entity. According to me, act on its own. So I'm sorry to my quarter bond in consultation with wine. And we got bond and not talk about my Ghana because I said we're free to call mandate like you are explaining. They say, oh, Nejume also ye. Or confirm millennials, the end can ya who says fata. It be a corporate responsibility. And here's what we're consulting.
Oh, yes, may show simply before consulting. Okay.
In this instance, the minority now or calling for say
the Bank of Ghana and Parliament for approval. And
the deputy resign.
No, it has got nothing to do with their competence.
Okay.
It has. That is where I have an issue because we share accounts now. 20.
Then say a bit me can say they mismanaged. They did mismanage.
No, Hajia, it is not bad. Oh, you can say mismanagement. I say me debi bi ashe sa se so. Na se bi o de ebo se be kwasi ampabra. Okay. And then you can say you are mismanaging resources.
But amucheska
we in fact.
More interesting.
Bank of Ghana MI breakdown. Yes, Bank of Ghana MI in the breakdown of the 60.8 billion. None of them in the breakdown per their financial statements. No. Your interpretation. Now I was even challenging a minority leader, which is also an accountant. Okay. If you present a financial statement, you will move for. Comprehensively require 5. O share income statement. The bear report says when you faso and I say oboka. No one share of financial position. Financial position, no HRS asset or is the same as your capital plus liability. Near FBB statement of changes in equity. Say shareholders now say be sika browse fire juma. So statement nature or position. Then your statement by could be referring to statement of cash flow. Okay. And no crowd here more because cash flow natural as at 7 minutes way we see as empty thing. That's all. Right. But for the income statements in the show a car and answer in Faswa wabo for a particular financial year. Okay. Over the years, Bank of Ghana reported profit. It was only in 2022 on my accounts nearby, and on my reported that record loss. And yes, then yes, baby, I say, there's a Bank of Ghana. I reported.
But why should Bank of Ghana wait for the external editor to come in? A review, sir, Sikano
no, but it's behind you, right? Bank of Ghana did not wait. Afibiano all the states, all the state institutions. Okay. So Bank of Ghana didn't wait. Don't say COVID-19 expenditure by finance minister, external auditor. In that case, audit service, MMO audited the breakdown of the expenditure on the Betuja. It's Afibian is part of the financial reporting requirement of all organizations, both public and then private. Private from those who are listed on the stock exchange, under strict international financial reporting standards and also international accounting standards. Yes, because the idea is say the idea is it so before from new yes, it's it's kind of the Bank of Ghana time and time again is say they help stabilize the economy government who train all the process are ban say Bank of Ghana no, I mean say they do maybe now say all report shareholders, then you go to them say we can say na mabokrana. Obviously no shareholders say any there, but a choir offer so arrive at the loss and ultimately much say with anticipation say in the future a economy now. I believe say Ghana for together with the minority.
Bank of Ghana action is looking at the future.
Yeah, because Hajia no kwe back.
You better repeat the Bank of Ghana.
Certainly, IMF by say the Bank of Ghana it has got nothing to undermine their policy mandate. The Embra Ashe Bank of Ghana say there is no way Yes,
but where the different
yes, bibi na buy na ma Bank of Ghana BMO, which I dare me then say Bank of Ghana any Ministry of Finance assigning a memorandum of understanding say one say Ministry of Finance team bia no manage the economy, the fiscal side, revenue expenditure. The over reliance on the BOG and the problem is, and it's saying no, all the measures our minister and say obetime streamline the fiscal space on fat ne bed in to Bank of Ghana so be brave.
Or say buy or say minor banks in SMEs no mismanagement issue or when your losses you collapse those banks in. So for now, no, a Bank of Ghana no so a mismanage here almost when your losses. Minority call now or call it almost form no. Is it a call in the wrong direction?
The problem that went on in some of these financial institutions, microfinance institutions, the banks, of course, it's totally different from what has happened in
but
Bank
still
of
mismanagement because we were told said they are running at a loss.
No, it's not even about the loss. It's about some of them.
Their licenses and other.
Yeah, just their licenses, no. In the case of I am in person, two political, Men's Good, Unibank, UT Bank, so on. Unibank, Sika are buying at that time when DC Newab, advancing my Unibank say on bit me genome so a lot of credit was advanced to Unibank. The same auditor almost court say court investment making was over 2 billion Ghana cedis they advance my Unibank saying come to me I back age no na so you then buy the creative fictitious accounts.
Okay.
All the sikano into those so on. It is
but the monies were not lost, they were found.
No, but it is say the monies are not there. Which bank or more courts who follow story now. They are being made to account for all those monies. Okay. So it's again liquidity, credit risk. Umobi loan untimi en recover the loan no. Okay. So you hear UT bank case adiana oye ne dodo ana ne say collateral. It is okoje osiana or show collateral whether or car and as fee. Once I bit me the abano is enough what this can amount. Maybe a nipa na this ikano man onye enough due diligence sikano ye no de kwako yesa ejuma na obinya san fa so na timi aba betua. It's about this as when say you inherit a lot of loans and for entimi the
at the end of the day losses.
Yes.
You can't run.
Yes.
Bank of Ghana has lost some money.
No, Bank of Ghana, dear no. It is also you are still using the laws. The interpretation given to you, which is okay, and yeah, mismanagement.
Because it is not part of their core mandate.
Fine.
Yes,
but Bank of Ghana, in times of difficulties in economic management, they can come in and then stabilize the economy for us. Right, that is not a problem.
But I am every minority is in courts. Court is yet to decide on route. It is not about the action. The Ebusani say, what Julius Okachere me. Bank of Ghana has a core mandate. They have done that. Sikana Abananyera, why do you still want Ed Addison and the two deputies to step down?
That's Hajia. We are on payment in chair production team. Titulum Pesemichia. Trouble consensus for the class of chairman of the name when this year friend of Chairman Abdul Aziz Aiti. I think say this time they see a dream posted trouble. If we need a sitting from cinema, what's not so for how many friends and years she constantly trouble for Omunshek and crying Omunshek and say this time they be winning. Minia Julius, Julius, any them for MP before we are. Sometimes you wonder if they believe in reality, and I say almost per se, you continue to deal with theory. With the Nigerian musician, be a friend of Bernard Boy, and I can say, as Nukreno, hold down person, you go to explain. You go tired, but because there's no evidence. Because yes, practice theory, fine, theoretical, very nice. And in Yama, but what is the case now? What is the evidence? The evidence.
The case now is that statements are back.
The evidence is that, and your NDC for the sorry, yes, you best accuse the Bank of Ghana of mismanagement, misappropriation any sanema no omo amakofa auditors external auditors omo audit omo books for the year 2022 and the evidence here say bank no enka onye commercial lender on physical emma abontimfo no wenya profit was no sa bank no wetumi aboka up to the tune of 60.8 billion apart from no wasanso etumi in terms of the assets and the liabilities and wetumi in this case wetumi a negative equity of 55.1 billion negative equity. In addition to that, we are talking about a situation where you were Ghana Krumua na enka ya bre cost of living echo high, inflation was so our borrowing situation worse. Inti nyama nyina ye din. Na yako IMF say a mere 3 billion. Na yetumi e so ye kro no mu ama na koyi na sa discovery baby pie. You are telling me you ejimatra catch them say we ye Ghana ni na you care about Ghana. And I can say Ghana first no and say high na. When you know the context I can ask them say almost audited report here about 2022 which say almost spending a lot of money. She wouldn't say almost spending about 131 million vehicle maintenance home.
Sana cars na say
in the current economic climate I will Bank of Ghana ube to me as says Kano say udi could see we now got brand new cars cost 31 million Ghana cedis. In addition to that communication bank can say in the context of the economic climate on spending over 30 million just on communication
much Ghana for some
which Hajia. So you telling me say oh ya papa wofi na nukwase me niema edin na yebe hunu boka won niema enka emma mfaso embaso minka say there shouldn't be any complicated but when you are in crisis I say umia weni na utumi ye niema ebetumi aboa na crisis na ebe solve
here say dey fata
me dawase okay you have put it right
the Bank of Ghana
now then in the middle in the middle of all of this in the middle of all of this you discover say in the 2022 report say the bank is about spending over 250 million on head officer almost say baby almost condition is not good enough floor space is not good enough baby so from 70 initial 70,000 plan to 100,000 square feet into say earthquake Bank of Ghana that is why they are spending when you are making posting profit that's a decision we can
futuristic
me pacho you do what is needed and some be effort here ni say wukromu cut down na yako obi manso obi mbra embe kire say wo de me mouse ke na ma kire say na be ya you protect your financials na akodu be bia I'm saying say sa sika na yekoji $3 billion no you spend it locally more than 2 times that amount this 1 year because who say you are shoring up and supporting your country. Now the point is that by law in Kansas Bank of Ghana are advancing more than 5% of the previous year's profit. Okay. What did they do? Did they actually seek parliamentary approval for Saskia almost spending estimate, minority estimate, said they printed 2021 and 2022, they printed over 80 billion Ghana cedis to the country. That is the context in which the fact that they did not seek parliamentary approval. Parliament, even the Bank of Ghana head office, PPA only approved about 81 million dollars. Check last time, no, it was over 120 and I spent project here, 250. I'm saying say between 230 and 250 million dollars. Why should that be the case? You don't come to parliament to approve. Yebisa no or say or feel say the minister in this case will be an ancestor subservient to the finance minister or say no feel the parliament. What kind of responsible governor would do that?
Follow due processes. Because
they didn't follow due process because they were as soon as they were going to exceed the 5% advancement to the government. Okay, so Parliament, seek approval. Let's approval, but to inform Parliament, let Parliament. In the context, Jima.
Are you talking about the procurement issues with the head office or the BOG case? No?
Me can't BOG case. Yes,
okay, say head office.
No,
procurement. You are mixing the things.
No, I'm saying that. I'm trying to put things into context. But put it in the country is in crisis, financial crisis, and then we decide to go and actually spend this enormous amount of money
without due
process.
Which one has been without due process? 60.8 billion.
The 60.8 billion. The 60.8 billion is certainly beyond the 5% that is allowed by law as established. Yes,
okay.
And they did not go to Parliament to tell the people of the representatives of Ghana.
Is that one different from the printing of the money that you were talking
Yes, that is the printing of money. Yeah, it was in two tranches. One was 37 billion, the other one is 40 something. We combine it, 80 billion. And now, show up the
no, you see, they are attributing the losses. Also, we are talking about BOG losses for a particular financial year. Okay. But even Yanumua is attributing the losses, no more the printing of money as somebody saying.
It's very clear. Unless you decide that you don't want to understand the issues, but once you understand the issues, at the end of the day,
my lawyer is making two statements, two separate statements about printing of money.
Yes,
which is a breach of procurement. And the second one is the
printing of money. Is it breach of procurement? It's not breach of procurement.
Due process.
You have to make sure you inform Parliament.
Yes, so catch
now government here will support that level of subsidy in this animal. How are you funding it? We discussed it. We told you. We brought it to the public domain. I'm saying, the context in which a minority had decided demonstration to show our public protest to the mismanagement and the incompetence Bank of Ghana governor thank you and the reckless expenditure is because we shall contest. It's a very difficult situation that we find ourselves now. Irrespective of that, that is why we, as concerned citizens and forward-thinking
what do you
society,
to achieve without protest?
Simple: to get the Bank of Ghana governor and the two deputies and the board to resign. That is what we seek to achieve. And remember, it is not NDC alone. It is NDC and progressive forces. Knowing there's no business in this country. Say, excuse me to say, who post to losses of over 60.8 billion. You leave the leaders of that institution to be there. And we as NDC, although we know for sure, by 2024, we'll come back and try and put some sanity into some of these things. We want to make sure, at least President Nanado no say, the men, on social microphone, replaces Sankrofui. Now, hopefully, say, that is the context in which we are talking about. But very unfortunately, the police, having given them the notice, the police decided they will go back to court and challenge the route that we are going. The law that not.
Mr. Thompson throw BB after court have decided say Friday
yes.
Police if need to me say minority court. It's either the Attorney General who is representing the president. Now he doesn't know what the police is doing in court.
The Attorney General is represented by the police when it comes to prosecution cases.
Attorney General police.
There's a delegated power. Yadiama police force they can go. I don't think it's and the Attorney General may take it up and then they take it forward. But the issue is Bank of Ghana area, I know catch them say security zone. So how many people apply that road and are working? How much of that area I condone of say security zone? This is actually it's absolutely not appropriate. It is not right. It is not legal for them to suggest we and intina court now. We could have been in this case very ignore the police and decided, but we are a law-abiding citizens. We went to court once again to go and challenge the decision of the police. Then I say, and can I say we decision and consa almost on Friday. You postpone the demo to the 12th. Now Yamiadum, you to me conquer so each na Philip Miss Addison, any deputies to no any board no.
How are you people sure say by Friday ruling about the opportunity? As to occupy the Bank of Ghana now,
despite the public perception, say the judiciary, some of them have challenges with making rulings in our favor. No, we believe in them, and we believe say Nyamiadum a decision no favor because a constitutional right to protest. Once a constitutional right in Inquadi, I believe say the court will not take that right away from us and follow a group of people and almost said yes on protecting on that demonstration. But unfortunately, Akobani say police for and now have become rather they are putting blocks on your constitutional right to demonstrate.
Not stopping you from protesting.
No. But me say me Akra. Who say me Nkonkofa Kanishi?
Na activity of me blocking.
Me say me Accra. Meaning how efficient it is to travel from Laboniha to Accra. Now we catch them say me Konkofa Kanisha and Sana Mako Accra. Now no. Are you technically not stopping me from going? No, yes sir.
Mami Musa last say offense here now. The people say we have press conference calling on NS to say OC form. Senko Besi and Kwesi. Besides the president, have heard you people. Okay. Mampeni they appointed. I didn't know more appeal to the president. Say this is the cost to me. You see a wow. And more mamuno. Even to have bear 1 year and a Ebia would for instance, would the DDP by Wako IMF? I was a COVID losses. Problems with Brabo my emo. Until say it meets na Bank of Ghana. The losses for about 60.8 billion. Mampeni who say era Addison wow into unifree rather than to use other aggressive means here. Okay. A BBF is a politically motivated.
From Bonnie Chairman, I go to some Akana did you say since you tap on baby as well. Nyamiadum, some of us we've experienced, the Western world and think baby anka and and say you know I public put say Bank of Governor on resign in Konwa with we as soon as the audit report by Uncle Noabe resign because you have failed in that role. So that role now, as I said, say protect Ghana's money and economy. Na Nyamiadum yentume entumpono work posted losses of about 60 points. Nka wempo de akwala kra so ye. Minu ajima otina there's nowhere the company Obama a chief executive atna ho na waka say we posted this level of losses. Now I believe so a company. There's no way any Ghanaian would do that. I think nka we say but we have a president who even excuse me to say ye kuni power amount for 8 in kwa ewu election in 2020 wamba bontimpo amekasa na wetie ayawaso west gogo a challenge is eko nyina no yate hwie fi ne ho hwe endiama esi okromo anka president Akufo-Addo odi na betum e ma na koyie no ntanye won wase on fe na no tumu but as citizens no edge say yen citizens they're not spectators we want to sort of express your right to demonstration make sure say governor no any deputies no ombefi saade no so because right now somebody call another year one year near then effectively Bank of Ghana or Juan catch say anyway. I'm saying say
all right 1 minute now you call next topic no so me be free lawyer so
yeah so now a lawyer can your be brave na me like I just wanted to yeah but now I'm teasing into line of arguments and I say court as a process
5% the Bank of Ghana exceed without parliamentary approval or my
information
fine I just say I make out your BB you will be form over substance or substance over form Oshe nyoma course we economy from
COVID.
Yes, actually, as we speak, we are getting that stability that we are expecting.
Okay.
It's Hajia. Lawyer can be about negative equity. Say Bank of Ghana are reporting negative equity of some 55.1 billion.
Okay.
Now, more actual profit, even in your FBB reserve account also kind in company your FBB retain earnings. So unyam fasona in fasonu udi bitu ono. That sikano and na Bank of Ghana then they buy ebe supported the stability of our economy. And now my Bank of Ghana losses here you. In the say be a Bank of Ghana send na make
every COVID the brand now what buy no mo kota mo sikebi. Why?
Yes, that is.
But not doctor, lawyer Kase, you busa almost say one savings or more retain that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a reserve savings. I won't say
reserve.
Yeah, reserve.
Meanwhile, it was not a reserve because per the auditing and lawyer German. Let's say a year reserve.
It is reserve. So what's your accounting? Almost say a general accumulation reserve account.
And you can see a boka.
And I make us for the year and it. See,
a better no be boka.
Technically ni yembo kaye, but in reporting the form ya boka say in accounting you say you be prudence concept. Be prudent nature say when you see a loss coming. So who say let me report the loss now and then let me report it in my books. And my main train my mean
you work towards it.
Yes.
How you stabilize.
So it's by being prudent. Because theory.
It's
application. Technical. Looking at the practicality.
But that is
the reality is what we are facing.
Even in business, if you have no say, some accountant or jumana, or who said no. Ejuma di if you have moody no say a kabi obebi a obepe say sa kana ebeba no obe make sure say obe make provision for sa kana ene on train my enkodu answer ebedu na e bia on this card be sa
6.8 no Diana
no yeah. And I said the loss absorber now Bank of Ghana central government it's as a result of say let me move some of my profit accumulating over the period no that means me famboa me and stabilize the economy no.
Okay, but yes. Without admitting the explanation they might see
that means
for instance,
are you saying this
if there were reserves yes. That Bank of Ghana knew say you bet me the Abua Ghana buyer why then that government have to DDP or better tape any
right
any at the end of the day
I wish we have more time to go. These are the questions I'm even expecting minority to be asking the BOG. What's the BOG the more response in the press release but just to explain and that's a good question.
Okay.
DDP on say I buy a promise say a certain interest rate say 30%.
Okay.
And I buy a bar say 30% now me my promise means to 30%. And it's about so on to mean to have what we can means that government should look for money from somewhere and pay that 30.
Okay.
If all things being equal and government will still stand by it say meet 30%. But by the bar so on to mean to 30% or then or adjust it downwards the 30% to 5% to 10% to 15% and no prolong the repayment period no. And that's happening in the DDP. It's a quantifier. The money that ought to have been paid to the bondholders, they say that's why they attitude. And so now attitude, some of the bondholders, pensioners, were asking for their monies.
Yes.
It's when they are asking for their money,
they were not happy.
Yes.
For government to come and tell them
exactly.
Something.
We don't fault them. Yes. But whoever say,
so which one did the Bank of Ghana cushion?
Yes. So up here, no one say just by announcing of the reduction in the interest rate, say what would the Sikani Toby now this our rates calculations you are losing the money. Yes. It's the Bank of Ghana sebe COVID-19 bonds are central government. It's a bond. It's about 10 billion. whatever interest rate and then can say aban no etua edema omo back no say ne aban ne ba back say sa insihu no itimi entua sa insihu na you see is a loss to Bank of Ghana. Another one they cited was exchange rate losses.
But Bank of Ghana one projecting way say betimi aba. And I make say Bank of Ghana also fiscal break and one who say I have to go and help the government.
So that is the transaction. Yes, that is a transaction between central government and Bank of Ghana. Which, like I've said, it ought not to have happened.
Because
at least you have admitted something. Of course, I mean, we are talking about
they needed an approval.
Yes. No, not even the approval. I mean,
yes, they do.
The Parliament was asking.
The people's representative who cut they don't need approval. What are you saying?
I'm talking about it's not about
because Parliament
Bank of Ghana. Almost other state institutions biano. So omuko di it may be biana, it goes to Parliament for approval. Yeah. Even sometimes when they are seeking for a facility, a credit facility, some they are undertaking a particular project. All these documents, it goes to Parliament. And no munya information yes now when say okuje to honorable no or 20 because if it doesn't go, you don't get the information. And you're not even allowed
the information to are not from the institution. Somebody might leak it.
Fine, somebody
but it's not accurate to say all the time.
Yeah, but most of them, it is this same information that is presented to Parliament to discuss, to vet, to look at all those details before they were approved. Economy privilege of the information, then they'll be leaking it on social media. And that has been their practice. It's Hajia, lawyer, we are no abemu. Yes. So Bank of Ghana, what they have done, we are looking at say ekano loss na abano. They have to include all their loss.
It's not a loss. You are now using the word loss.
I said I have said time and time again.
Yeah, you when you started, you said I shouldn't call it a loss.
No, I don't call it mismanagement. That is those are
what kind of loss?
You are just I explained by saying say even a Jumebiano, you either make profit or loss. And Bank of Ghana has made a record loss, and then the Bank of Ghana are making the record loss. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. And do you authorize the person so on no?
The authority who has a lawyer able say
no. The authority.
So where did they get the authority to do sad near money? We my buying some miscellaneous. You could see be expand it for earthquake and other security reasons.
Hajia, to take us back.
Okay.
Head office Bank of Ghana is minority for someone here.
But they are aware.
That's the point. And it is the same document we present to Parliament.
But he was saying that they have make extensions.
They have no Hajia see. You may be a state institutions be the Procurement Act. Your entity tender
entity board, yes.
Your central tender. You see, so all those things are committees. They say state institution. You pass it through all these things. Diligence. You do that due diligence. Not my shame, not my vet. There's value for money. It even go to PPA for the final approval. Bank of Ghana followed to the latter.
Okay. When it goes
but that is the stated fact.
No.
Go to PPA website. Go to Bank of Ghana press releases. What you are saying is not the authority.
That is what Bank of Ghana is telling us.
Yes, that is what Bank of Ghana. Mami lawyer da mami mi baby.
Ban say what
so the lay down procedure in Rano Public Procurement, Public Financial Management Act, and the Bank of Ghana follow to the latter. In all those, they haven't faulted anywhere. Their problem is that there has been price variation.
Okay.
Price variation. The initial contract from the entity to the central to the PPA. No.
$81.
The truth of the matter is that once again, let me go back to what I said. Me say no credit the whole now pese obeka no credit. You go to explain because evidence different for evidence different. The evidence they say you have an institution or the bibiako PPA say at least an intention say me see approve 81 million 81 na variation be more. Don't you go
so they did the variation
and that's a responsible authority no more but who they share if it hadn't come out say sir auditor report the buyer nobody knew about it
so obey mama who say variations
obey in teachers auditor report and they some information about
you see what I was even expecting different quantities of different quantities of estimate new quantities into the project.
If there is one frustration I want MPP aban ho any specifically Mr. Kenoforiata minister Kenoforiata any governor Adesina a lack of information on the public about their activities. I'm not saying say but when it comes to these key things
inaccurate information and lack of information
lack because at the end of the day because of the fact say Parliament if Parliament were abreast with some information and up-to-date information it's because they kept it when they didn't have any choice.
That is not true. I own interpretation. It is never true.
Public information. And I'm saying to you, say, no business and an institution, not chief executive, and our opinion
there are so many factors. There are so many factors.
To me, over 131 million say me this car. I mean, over to me a use brand new car. I tell you, it's not prudent management. It's mismanagement. Absolutely. We believe in
you are not going to embark on the demonstration.
We will take a decision after this.
But you have already established a date on the 12th Moko.
The court has not said anything about the demonstration. The court has not said say route no one to almost say they want to go away and reflect on it before they come with the ruling. At the end of the day, we believe it's a demonstration on the 12th, and I know the court will do justice and give us opportunity to know because it's our right under the 1992 Constitution. Hopefully, we are going to have that.
I will say minority caucus letter on the bar out. Which the lawyer letter bar out. So say be wait me you see, they have their right to do the demonstration, but there are certain areas and I said yes. So and all can say
it's the same thing that he said. He said the court doesn't.
Sometimes
said anything about demonstration or the court is yet to decide.
Yes,
so we should wait for the court. Right. Okay. And opinion your catcher is you're alarm condition. I think so Casa by 2 p.m.
Yes.
But his team is telling us that it will not come on Emmaso because of unforeseen circumstances. And you inform the general public. Say, wow, we're in Alan Kojuche Martin. Ebe Casano, and Yadi say Casano, Ebe information, at 10 a.m. But now they were saying 2 p.m. And now they are telling us that it's been withheld for unforeseen circumstances. Into update. Alan, Onya Kwan and Casa and or the dafu from the back. But lawyer, I'm fresh influence. Why lawyer, you know? And I know NDC for Mokoyenshi would be a lawyer for Ekusia. We're talking about law and legal issues and other things. Former president, now the flag bearer, Edma NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ebekasai. One of the statements was say the judiciary is packed with NPP judges.
But one can say MPP judges or say MPP aligned judges. Let's use the word well. Or say MPP aligned.
Not just when we are sympathizers for the
something like that.
Patriotic
party. They are more inclined to
lawyer reinterpretation.
MPP inclined.
But in substance, what does it mean? Hajia, in substance, what does it mean?
Maybe are not the former president kind of a figure of speech.
Figure of speech. Yes.
And you know, lawyer, the say in the first instance, no. That statement itself was it in the right direction?
Okay.
And why should former president assume say court no judges say no ruling no MPP?
Okay, you made that say. Wait there. I think once again we are dealing with a situation where there is the theoretical element of it and the practical element because we are similar. Yes, theory is good, but importantly, what is on the ground is what really matters. Now, one president was not the only person who expressed a concern about the judiciary. Personally, because I have an interest in that. It is difficult to sometimes express your this thing publicly as you want to. But the truth of the matter is that Ghana for their reality. Ghana for the reality. And in your the institution also Crobiano in any democracy, the three arms of government, legislature, executive, and judiciary, important, but particularly the binding judiciary almost crucial because the two other arms see omunya semwa and the resolve the matter. What in American say? It is a perception nipana sovereignty if in channel the member of the public sovereignty if in channel of Phyllis sir the third arm of government which is the judiciary or impartial kakrape. Let's just say in so
what is impartial about?
Okay, thank you.
A president
now,
okay. President, your constitution among the rights that you can appoint because you executive
okay.
You na a president winia or an appointment and mostly appointment or the political party for more.
Okay.
The ministers, MPs obviously chief executives near there. You call parliament, the legislature, you call to your free BB majority. And you will be minorities. Our parliament winner or my person or my group. But we have that word. So if you go to the judiciary and you have given me the appointing powers, why do you think, say, I shouldn't appoint people to make sure, say, they are ruling in the favor of simultaneously all the three arms of government?
Okay. Hajia, it is not for nothing. In our constitution, president that authority to appoint, also can say, as I say, oh yes, appointment, in consultation with the Council of State, and it's for very simple reasons. Because Omo role, is so crucial. Because of Omo role, is so pertinent in it. We try as much as we can to ensure, say, advice, and say, ubefa obia, onye politically exposed.
Okay.
Now, say, no sana na itumi akoba na say okay nti nipa no tena ho na say or dispense justice no ma me etimamuni nya me tie no ebedane asem amame anase me feel say bias wo mu. Now, what we have discovered under President Nana Akufo-Addo from 2017 up to now is one, there is a perception out there say he's only appointing people that are a friend saying MPP inclined. Now,
so your mama was speaking based on perception.
On perception of the public, and it's not just him alone. Professor Atuguba, in fact, conducted a whole sort of research on it, and some of the decisions that have come out clearly, decisions like, for example, certificate when the petition happened in 2021, who share some of the decisions that were coming now. No cross me, I'm telling you, you can't come to any conclusion than to say this decision there, no cross me, and Wagana. Hajia, me know me say about chairman be a new birth certificate and evidence of somebody's nationality. But Ghana, to me, I can say birth certificate and evidence of one's nationality. That creates a challenge for the way into as someone can say President Obaye one will increase the quantity. Now, I don't know if all of you have access to documents via a friend Japadie from Dankwa Institute. Page 32, there is a provision in there say Omo plan. MPP 4 plan, they said they would try and pack the court. And President, the actions in action said that is what they are doing. Say 15 Superior Court judges are appointed. You have authority. But Ubejun say Ghana for their number, but our president,
they qualify to be judges.
Minimum one. Obi awa contesting on the ticket of MPP our voter region.
Okay.
Then say you promote to now Supreme Court way.
But excuse me to say, Kenya politics, he's not supposed to be there.
How is that possible? Catch them say me jina judge anymore without prejudice to him. Don't say me and this me I'm exposed. Over to me Eddie and Manako beside. It can happen because we have evidence of those things happening. And I'm saying say all what President Mahama was saying is say senior President Akufo-Addo was shed down deliberate appointing judges, even though all right, no appointing judges to the superior court, there may be a reason for that. And one of them, I think we do baby in 2021, President Biya say go to court. What is in there a pushy MPB for to tell us say court?
So what is the intention for that statement? Is it say former President Mahama was telling the NDC lawyers say they should brace themselves when he comes to power? He's going to make more appointments of NDC people, and now say when he comes to power, assuming 2025. Obe make sure also be appointed fair people.
Okay. Media Manti, me former president, President Mahama so
no, I'm asking you what is the intention of that statement? Say
the intention is very simple. The intention is very simple to ensure say a balanced judiciary. Any view, no.
All right.
Then NDC say yes, so yes, to me. I'm making sure says that the judiciary, is a bit balanced in their decision making. By if appointments banner power, at least we would look at qualified people to go and then at least balance that. Because it's become very clear. Say, the judiciary is tainted. They have more MPP inclined judges than NDC4, and nobody can deny the fact that
Ghana is judiciary number.
And no, and
people are telling us that
we would expect Ghanaians to make a lot of noise at this stage to ensure, say, the president's posture, any action since or take you over, are one or appointing more members to the superior court, and two, on shed and background checks on them to see, say, they are not politically exposed, and if you and Sana, it could do baby if the judiciary, as independent arbiters of both society as well as the other arms of the government, and say, MPP inclined and or caution to the wind to members of the NDC lawyers to ensure, say, at least we are aware of this challenge. And Gandapa has actually publicly come and spoken to the judges, say, sir, decisions sometimes if Muhui and Magana for I mean, it's a bit strange. All right, lawyer.
I meet my
member says, "I want to pen white leads."
They are lawyer for me.
The brother left, right, center.
But you see,
citizen, Akwaba. What's if you have in our over? When your car?
And the traffic will.
Or a citizen was a lawyer. Now, we are spectator. We're so denying spectator.
Citizen has always been citizen.
Okay.
Some tough Zamunia lawyer means I can want some. Anna Paisy Munia means he has struggled to defend what the former president said. Because as lawyers, we need to speak to facts. Yes, speculation is there, it's clear. Even the Minister of Minister of National Security complained the judgments in our judiciary were
that's why he said Katapa.
Yes. If you continue going that way, it is perceived. So the perception is it is clear. Immediately you start saying there they have appointed
established
in young jurisprudence, the number of political cases are court is very minute. It is a
so because you might national interest bigger than the political issues that are going.
Exactly.
Because any election petition from 2012 starting
and who predicted that there will be a election petition?
Of course, no court as some cry said any politics.
I mean, me feel there say it be a very good question there. Do those people merit the position? Now, court until the electoral commission.
Yes.
Because the electoral commission elections courts they are making about some political things a very minute aspect. Equal quarter, equal land issues will go
robbery, rape cases, a lot of social issues.
I think that we need to look at it broadly. However, beyond all these things, me, the former president, is not a lawyer.
Okay.
So I agree perfectly with him there. Because in terms of perception, it is very clear. General perception there. Yes. Okay. There. In Kofuna, what you want, mostly judges, they are more toward a particular side. Say, take police issues.
Interrogations.
It seems close. There, people are intentionally packing the top hierarchy of the police who are targeting to one particular political party. It's an issue that we need to bring up and talk about it.
So then decolorize happenings exposes about you. Do you think we need to sit down and actually speak to those instances, because for the future one year now political party see so bad. Then it will tune the mind of the youth to say, then if you don't toe to the line of a political party, I won't miss society.
That is the dangerous aspect.
Yes.
CC and Obi Opedo rise quickly beyond food enemy associate. And the other thing is that CC and no in there say I there people will stop being professional.
Yes.
Because obviously we will have our political
will be promoted. But
you need to be a professional. As I'm not there for tour, that's all. But sometimes judges what commentary goes beyond what they are supposed to say.
More ethics.
There, I'm a judgment. Then you run commentary
around the judgment.
A judge power to make a judge beat the Roman and create loot and share. Okay, boom.
So it was not even necessary for the judge to say those things.
It was needless.
No, what the former president was referring, let's say, if the president has a right to appoint or appointing for merit, but in the other case, the larger populace said they are also alluding or following with common sense. Say be at the judge and everybody. Onimumra on call law school, but to common sense one.
Exactly.
Who is a penino a protection at home in some instance.
Exactly. And also we should tell the judiciary to be professional.
Okay.
That once you remain professional, to hell with whoever thinks about whatever perception there are. Because in the same courts, NDC have won landmark cases. If this issue about even, Nancy, I will read a president, a whole law. What do you call? I think is the COVID, the Restrictions Act.
Yes.
It has been outlawed.
Yes.
Dumelevo, Yamutu, them MP or me friendism. Besia, Western region, baby. She also won a case. You know, Jomoro. Thank you. Jomoro. So we can't then say there. It's just one side. I feel that it's good that we bring out some of these things. On the vice former president Okada, because it brings the issue for us to discuss. In the end, if the judiciary remain professional, then some of these things it won't happen. Because if for police that are doing there were people who are party people, but they were professionals.
Yes. Recently, who they are also NDC. And I say it's always been an NDC. I never knew because.
But did he say that?
Well, his report said he said no. I
don't believe that report. There is nothing. MPP Funi been put a twist to it. There is nothing to it that he has actually said.
Okay, that's fine. Are you sure Farijan will even come and make that statement?
Well, that is what I read. So I thought.
It will be assumed.
But Farijan never voted anyway.
The issue is that it will be assumed because he was appointed during the NDC era. Yeah, now, Charlotte was said,
aren't we going back to the same principle on perception? Yeah.
That is what I'm saying.
Lawyer, I come back.
It is saying, President, we are not appointed electoral commission.
That means you see that perception. You see, so source this perception. A time will come, we will not get professionals like citizen, lawyer himself, like myself, didn't work in any of our states.
But the perception is there.
It is that perception, former president Mahama King. Where is the perception coming from?
It's the same perception only two Charlotte was saying.
Oh, you see, that is not the substance.
Is it not the same perception?
It is not the substance.
I'm asking.
The grounds are. Who say? You are sounding too political.
I'm not sounding too political. No. I'm asking a question.
Right.
We are talking about.
Okay, fine. It is not about that perception.
Okay.
The grounds I did to Charlotte was saying was on this same procurement breaches, and it has been established.
Okay.
So it is not about that perception. There are a lot of people, fine professionals, academics, they are working in most of our state institutions, and they contribute their best to society and to development. I mean, a former president, in the capacity of former president, Mahama, His Excellency, shouldn't even come out to be saying some of these things.
Okay.
It's an affront to our judiciary dispensation of justice in this country. They work on. If say me, and as a citizen, and as a lawyer, could you be our yes. So, and to the extent say he had that intent and purpose, say NDC for should brace themselves or bar is going. I mean, some of these things, and you can see also interpretation. And my interpretation, yeah, Papa no son or what can I say? Yes, you no interview or can. Oh, lawyer, Casa, yeah.
Were you part of the meeting?
No, I saw that meeting. I saw the interview granted by former president.
Did you on the way on TV on sister station? It was clear. It was very emphatic.
Charlie,
before I be pointed at for Penny Biako Supreme Court and any other judge in this country, they are laid down procedures. They go to Parliament, it goes to Council of State, it goes to Judicial. Yes. And what was minority at the time?
And they qualify.
Wouldn't they have raised that same issue of perception? And they wouldn't nullify there are certain appointments at a parliament for vetting, and minority will bring a key stand, they take a key stance on it. So for Papa Nebeba saying Ebeka said this acting on perception, he says at his capacity, yes, that is what he's trying to do. And you can see us also. We encourage a lot more professionals to be professional.
But what I'm asking is a perception. It will always be there.
Hajia.
The other may kind about Charlotte said the now say it's not that. I'm not sounding political.
Okay.
But what I want to ask is the echoes of Parliament about this police interrogation. Is it about perception?
Police,
because people think that Dampare is not doing it, shouldn't be there.
Hajia,
and somebody said, one policeman said, or MPP need. Is it perception? That you should be an MPP member to be an IGP
at that senior level.
At a senior level.
Hajia.
What is happening to J. Mensah? NDC people think that Nanado appointed her into towards to favor Nanado and even the agenda to break the 8, and then what shall say limited registration. So the perception that I'm asking
about Dampare issue, wouldn't you even suggest or even think say all these perceptions, of course, who said Dampare, NDC, and all that. Always a president on Tiana. Yes, but Dampare was appointed based on the competence, and that's it. That settles the matter. Obviously, there might be sympathizers around it, and all that. But sometimes you bring people out because of Senipan or set of Fatobetimi, not on say or NDC ni or MPP ni. So like you are saying,
but that is how the line has
when Papa Penny former President Mahama no abeka na say lawyer Kasano or say President Kufuor appointed more judges to the Superior Court.
About 80.
It is not true.
I mean, within
how many members form the bench? That was a Supreme Court. We can even help me.
It's 18.
It's 16. Anna, it's 16. It's 16.
And President Kufuor appointed 15 of them.
It has, yes. It is not
15 of that 18.
No, come on. People will retire.
One
and they are supposed to fill in the gap.
1-5.
So filling in the gap does not mean that.
Tuguba concerns are not raising about rulings from the judge and democracy, how it is practiced. Also, he's not happy about it because people feel say they are autonomous or they are more powerful. And for that matter, when they make a statement, because it is final, they make certain ruling and judgment here, deteriorating our future. What do you think?
Well, to some extent, because we share some of the judgments now a year a background now sebe o emu enemy there na o kind some of the decided cases now some of them you even tend to agree or disagree with the ruling
as a citizen.
Yes, as a citizen
with your common sense.
Yeah, just even the layman perspective.
Okay.
So but say a be a me and penny for no because sometimes assembly I don't believe say all the time na penny for no de judgment beba ebe but sometimes na also ultimately those judgments near there eba say ebe ye benya peace first. Okay. I believe say penny for they don't just sit at the bar at the bench and they are remote no, I don't think so. Their professionals experience are both at the bar and at the bench, and they have, sat on a lot of cases. Most of them, is based on. For instance,
case and I know maybe say, and I know Deputy Speaker Joe Wise, like I say, he want to vote as an MP, and also he was a speaker. A year issue a court. Do you think that the ruling in the buy and some people also think say they are not happy and it has never happened before. In today be no judge and say or they be before for baba be a month for anyone run when I say sometimes some perceptions also help to reveal certain things.
Yeah, fine. I mean in as much as say it's a nation building is a continuous process.
Yeah.
Sometimes some perception yet not also. But in the case of Joyce, clearly the question you be putting and answer the criteria will set is it an MP or it's not. That's the first basic question.
He's an MP.
Yes. And as a result of the MP, the MP first I'm an a deputy speaker. Yeah. So what in that case, what do we do? But in our constitution, the constitution didn't make provisions for those, lacunas in our laws, in our constitution. Right. It's at a time, what do we do?
Right.
So it's it will still go back to the same premise on substance. Or your MP and on your MP.
Okay.
And I say, as we are growing and growing, once we are seeing new things, we are evolving as a society. The laws are not static.
What I'm saying, Hajia, is that there's no
1 minute per minute lawyer. 1 minute
let me just add maybe
minority for a court, a demonstration. 1 minute.
I think it's becoming too much of back and forth with Ghana Police Service when somebody wants to do demonstrations and the frustrations that the person goes through. I think they discussions, then afterwards, and that would do, then last minute police goes around, do injunction, do this. I think it frustrates. But anyway, for demonstrators, it also helps boost our confidence.
I think is that democratic right. They should just exercise it.
No problem. I think
communication team Julius Jima also a fiscal and economics analyst. Now also a member of the New Patriotic Party, citizen Atodazi, a general secretary. Esquire Edema GCPP Amayukun Penifomia and say na Musim Kunya Petin Combo say on my Ghana a bit to me akoso na Edo Bremusem so Eddie Mawahino Kesibuahin etnase Gagantuality na Wahe Abrabonomo and Smahodo was here na economic meeting and Hajia Bintu Saana Minusia Bidreswano pay. Yes, sorry, so Emma Jumedia Kano, and it was so amount.